Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. Spring is in full effect, and water experts say the Great Western Drought is going nowhere.
All 64 counties in Colorado have been designated as drought affected, along with just a few of our neighbors here in the Southwest.
That was local water commissioner Troy Wineland at yesterday's annual runoff meeting. He is already seeing the effects of thirsty soil up north on ranch land.
Walking around out in their meadows, snow's melting, but the soil is not saturated. It's pretty dry.
Greg Hansen with the National Weather Service is forecasting a warm, dry summer, June through August, and even May.
Colorado's in kind of that transition zone. Being in this transition zone with the monsoon coming up, it's really going to be hit or miss.
Plumes of smoke south of Frisco were touching a raw nerve today, but nothing to worry about. It was planned pile burning with the Forest Service, and fire officials put a lot of thought into when and how they burn slash piles. Dusty Calfee with Dillon Ranger District.
We always have to wait for conditions to be right, including atmospheric conditions, snow on the ground, etc. So it can take some time.
Those piles will continue to smolder through the night. Expect smoke in South Frisco and maybe more burning tomorrow. Coming up in May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Jen McCatamney with Building Hope had sobering words for Breckenridge Town Council.
We've come a long way. We still have a long ways to go. Our kids are not all right. In March, over half of the M1 holds at the hospital were middle schoolers.
An M1 hold includes Suicide Watch. Councilman Dick Carlton wants to know what the state is doing. McCatamney says the wheels are turning, but slowly.
Ask me in about a year, and I'll tell you. I think there's great improvements being made. I think there's been great work by people in this community serving on task force and really raising up the challenges of rural and frontier and resort areas.
This comes as Summit County is fighting to capture grant funding from the state, currently earmarked for Mind Springs Health. The embattled provider is facing backlash for failing patients in Summit and elsewhere. In sports, the Rockies lost to the Phillies today, 7-1. Tonight, the Avalanche face the Predators at 7. In local sports, brought to you by Red Mountain Autos at their new location in Breckenridge. Today on the Warmup.
I just know how to deal with pressure and physical strength, so I just think overall it sets me up to be able to set my teammates up.
That was three-sport junior phenom Paola Arredondo with the Lady Tigers soccer team. She is coming off the best basketball season in decades and a breakout rugby season. But all she's thinking about tonight is beating Battle Mountain.
I'm actually really excited because we started off the season with them with a 0-4 loss. And, I think we have grown as a team, and I don't think we're the same team. I think we're a much stronger and united team.
Coming up on Saturday is Prom, and Paola says coach is keeping them focused.
He told us to focus on the moment and just focus on today, our game today. And then we'll focus on our game tomorrow, and then we'll focus on prom.
The Lady Tigers enter prom weekend with Battle Mountain at home tonight under the lights and Eagle Valley at home tomorrow. This has been the Warm-Up with your Summit High Tigers, brought to you every Thursday and Friday by Alpine Lumber, Enza's Deli and Market in Silverthorne, and I Furnish in Frisco and Kremling. Also today, boys lacrosse is playing Steamboat up in Steamboat. They beat the Sailors at home yesterday. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.